Hey, welcome to the Explainer. Today we're doing something a little different, a super high-speed vocabulary workout. We're going to tackle 20 words all centered around kindness, fairness, and just general goodness.
So here's the deal, the big challenge. Think you can learn 20 words about kindness and generosity in under 5 minutes? Yeah, you heard that right. The clock is basically already ticking, so let's jump right in.
Okay, let's dive into this. All right, first up, let's talk about people and personalities. You know those folks who are just genuinely friendly and easy to be around? We're starting with words to describe them. Okay, look at these 4. They all mean friendly, but in slightly different ways. An affable person? That's your classic easy-to-talk-to type at a party. Someone who's accommodating is super flexible. They're the one who says, hey, whatever you want to do is cool with me. Then you've got amenable, which means they're open to suggestions, you can persuade them, and accessible. Think of a boss whose door is literally always open. See the difference? It's all about the nuance. All right, next up is amiable. Now this one is super important because it's about someone's core nature. It's not just how they're acting today. It's who they are deep down. If someone is just generally warm and pleasant, that's their fundamental character. That's amiable. But, and this is a big but, don't get it twisted with amicable. This is where everyone messes up. Amicable isn't for people, it's for situations. Think relationships, agreements. It means things are friendly, there's no fighting. So let's make this super clear. Amiable describes a person. Amicable describes a situation. Your host is amiable, but the divorce, hopefully it's amicable. That's the key takeaway right there. Person versus situation.
Okay, moving on to our next group, actions and feelings. So we're shifting gears a bit from who people are to the kind things they do and the good vibes they create.
I love this group of words. So, benevolent. That's a well-meaning, kindly leader who genuinely wants the best for everyone. A benign tumor or a benign comment is harmless, nothing to worry about. That instant click you feel with someone, that's an affinity. And that awesome feeling of trust and friendship you have with your team, that's camaraderie. Now, clemency, this is a big one. It's a very specific kind of mercy, and it always comes from a place of power. Think of a governor granting a pardon, or a judge showing leniency. It's kindness from someone who holds all the cards. And cherish, this is more than just liking something. It's an action. It means you actively protect and care for something with love. You can cherish a memory, you can cherish a friendship, you can cherish that old watch from your grandfather. Okay, appease. This one is a little tricky. You got to be careful with it. It means you're trying to make someone calm down by just giving in to their demands. So yeah, you get peace, but sometimes it has this negative feel like you're giving in because you're weak. Context is everything with this word.
All right, on to our third section, connections and agreements. This group is all about how things come together, people, ideas, you name it, to create harmony and unity. First up, accord. This is your formal, official agreement. It feels very high level. You hear it on the news all the time, right? 2 nations signing a peace accord. It's a big deal.
Now we have amalgamate. This is what happens when 2 different things, like companies, combine to form one brand new thing. Think of 2 smaller businesses merging or amalgamating to become one giant corporation. Now, coalesce is kind of similar, but it feels much more organic. It's when different little pieces just naturally come together to form a whole. I love the analogy of raindrops on a window. They start separate and then just sort of merge and coalesce into one big drop.
And yeah, this breaks it down perfectly. You start out with a bunch of separate ideas floating around. Then people start talking, collaborating, and pretty soon those little ideas start to connect and boom, they coalesce into one big unified concept.
Okay, for our last group, we've got what I'm calling the thematic cousins. Now, these aren't directly about kindness, but they're definitely related. They're all connected to ideas of comfort, good feelings, and well-being.
So, check it out. An amenity, like a gym in your apartment building, provides comfort. Being affluent, or, wealthy, means you have the money to provide those amenities for others. And amorous? That's about showing strong feelings of love or desire, which is definitely a strong positive emotion.
And our last word, it's a beautiful one, Zephyr. So you're probably thinking, how does this fit? Well, a zephyr is a soft, gentle breeze. It's the very definition of something benign and calm. It just feels gentle.
And you can see how powerful it is metaphorically. A zephyr of hope. It's not literally wind. It's a gentle, hopeful feeling moving through people. Seriously, it's a great word to have in your back pocket.
And just like that, we blew through 20 words. But look, just listening to me say them isn't going to cut it. The real challenge starts now. Are you ready to actually make these words your own?
Let's put them to work, right now. Seriously, take a second. Can you think of a truly amiable character from a movie you love? What about a real-life leader showing clemency? And what's a local amenity in your neighborhood that you really truly cherish?
Because at the end of the day, this isn't just a vocabulary quiz, right? It's about having the right words to talk about and understand things like kindness, cooperation, and just plain old goodwill. These aren't just words, they're the building blocks for a better world.